All right, addicts, check this out. We have Dan and Lisa from the Road Vikings on the phone with us tonight. How you guys doing?
Hey, doing good. How are you, Billy?
I'm doing great. How's the weather in Cali?
It's been really gorgeous. Of course, that's why we all live in NorCal. It's at nice kind of 50 to 60 degrees, and no rain, bright and sunny, perfect for rocking out and carrying your gear.
Very cool, very cool. So, give us a little bit of history on the Road Vikings. When did you guys first meet? How did it all start?
Okay, so I'm going to hand it off to Dan, and he's going to talk about the early days of the Road Vikings and give you a little bit of history. Here comes Dan.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Dan.
Uncle Rick, they call me out on the streets. Dan is my name.
How you doing, Dan?
All right, I'm hanging in there, just dealing with it.
Cool, man, cool. So, can you tell us a little bit of history about the Road Vikings? Like, when did it start? How'd you guys come together?
Well, we've been together a few years now. Kind of, the idea that crept into my mind actually quite a while back, probably a decade back, you know. But I didn't actually put it together into what it is now until the last few years.
Cool,
so,
man.
It's just been a process, you know. I've been through a lot of bandmates, a lot of band members. Right now we got a lineup with just 4 people. At one time I had 8 people.
Oh, wow, wow.
It was insane. It was crazy.
Cool.
We had like a circus act following us all over town.
So, how'd you decide on the name the Road Vikings?
Well, geez, I've always been a motorcycle enthusiast, you know, and a lot of these songs that I'm writing right now are kind of like on those lines, and so I wanted a name that was kind of like represented, you know, kind of like the way I was thinking and feeling about things. So I put a lot of thought into it, you know, and I came up with the Road Vikings.
Cool, man, cool. So now, tell us about the songwriting, man. Is there a main songwriter? Is it a group effort?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, over the years, some of these songs have been collaborations between me and friends of mine, and I have a brother who was a musician. And so some of these songs he and I wrote over the years. I've been pretty much the main person behind the whole songwriting thing, because I don't know, I guess my brain is geared up for finalizing a song. Like I got a lot of friends that play music, and they have ideas, and they come at me with little pieces and parts, right? But I'm able to take these little pieces and parts and put them all together and get the beginning, the middle, and the end. So that's kind of like my job.
Cool, man, cool. So now, how would you describe your sound to people?
Oh, it's hard rock, you know, but, you know, I've been a big fan of Judas Priest, you know, over the years. So I kind of like that, right? And I like other kind of music too, you know. I like some light rock, medium rock, heavy rock, and I've been listening to a lot of the metal lately, you know. A lot of the new metal, you know, it's coming out. I don't know. It's you know, I'm into powerful singers. I like singers that are powerful.
Right.
You know, that sing real well. So that's kind of like what I try to do.
Cool, man. So now you've played a lot of live shows. What would you say are the best and the worst things about playing the gigs?
Jeez. Well, let's think about that for a second. Well, I guess on one of those nights when the roadies don't show up, and you're humping your own stuff, you know, that's probably the worst of it right there. You know, the best of it is when they do show up, you know what I mean? And then I go out there and just do my thing, and I think about, you know, how sore my back is.
Cool, man, cool. How about the strangest gig you ever played, man?
The strangest one? Let me think about that. I'll tell you what, not with the Road Vikings, but I was in another band called Back, and I played the Budokan in Japan in 2005. And the band that we were in is called Back. It was a special guest appearance for this company called Danger Crew. And they're a music company out of Tokyo, and every year they have a festival there. So I went to Japan, you know, and we played the Budokan. It was sold out. now, like 15,000 people there or something like that. And it was really weird because, you know, it was just like I got off a rocket ship onto another planet, you know what I mean?
Cool, man,
kind
cool.
of bizarre, to be honest.
Cool, man. Well, the first song I want to play tonight is White Witch. What can you tell us about that tune?
Okay. That's a song that has been rewritten probably 6 times over the years. And it's an old song. It's one of my earlier songs that I wrote when I was a little younger, but I kept revamping it. And finally, it's in its final version. And it's pretty self-explanatory, man. You know, you get this girlfriend in your life, and you think she's an angel, but actually she's the devil.
Been there, brother. All right, listeners, check this out. This is White Witch from the Road Vikings. We'll be right back with Dan and Lisa. All right, addicts. We are back with the Road Vikings. We have Lisa on the phone now. Lisa, how's it going?
It's going great. Great to talk to you, Billy.
Oh, great to talk to you, too. I want to thank both of you for doing this tonight.
It was a blast. Anytime to support metal and keep it metal out in Philly.
Cool, cool. So now, when did you first start playing, and when did you know that this is what you wanted to do for the rest of your life?
Oh, God willing. So I started playing about 4 years ago, and it's one of those things that I just kind of got started. I got better. I kept getting better. I played more. I kept practicing, getting better, doing more shows, got hooked on it, and now it's like this thing that we can't imagine really life without the Road Vikings. It's, what is it going to take to get us to the next level? That point where you're like living and breathing and thinking about it all the time. So it kind of squeezes everything else out of your life, and all you think about is the Road Vikings and metal and keeping it metal and doing more metal.
How about the first song you can remember learning to play?
The first song,
Yeah.
it was a Road Vikings tune. I take that back. I learned a Green Day song first, and then I just jumped right in with the Road Vikings material. So it was kind of like a sink or swim. I got the first tune, and I'm like, oh man, what do I do with this? And so I came back like a couple weeks later, and he was like, that's not bad. And I just kept going, and now here we are in
Cool.
2013, and yeah, hopefully on our way to the big arena.
Very cool, very cool. So, who would you say your musical influences are?
I would say as a bass player, of course, I really love Steve Harris. I love everything he does. He's one of my absolute favorite bass heroes in the world. So just the speed with which he plays, love his stuff. Tastefulness, I would give it to Geddy Lee. I love everything that he plays in terms of just playing the right part. I really like the dude in Metallica, Trujillo. He's a really strong finger style player. Always really great stuff out of that guy. So I'd say those three together are like the most influential for me.
Cool, cool. So now, when
Yeah.
you're not writing, rehearsing, playing gigs, what do you do for a day off? What do you enjoy doing?
Oh my God, that's like the funniest question, because it's like I just live for the day off. Like having two jobs, managing the band, playing the bass, working out. With all that, I'm like, I just live for the day when I actually have the day off. So that's the honest truth. But when we do steal like just a few hours, on a Friday night, we'll usually go out and like support our music friends. So we'll go see a local band, hang out in the scene. Or this last week we went and saw Marilyn Manson, kind of as a metal field trip, which was really fun.
Cool, cool, cool.
So again, more music, always about the music.
Very cool. So now, what's the most rock star thing that's happened to you?
Well, let's see. I'd have to say getting off stage, and there's always a fan that wants to sign one of your body parts. So that's always cool. Then I try to offer up my arm, but they usually want something else.
Yeah.
So that fans running after you when you leave the club, when you're just unloading your gear and loading the bass into your car, and people kind of crowding around the car, like, oh my God, can I get you to sign something? Or like that. That's the true rock star moment.
Cool, cool. So let's take it to the other end. Do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to talk about?
Oh my God, do we not have a Spinal Tap moment? I think it's our funniest kind of correlation with Spinal Tap is the drummer thing. And if I had a nickel for every one of our drummers that's either spontaneously combusted, left after 2 gigs, never to be found again with disconnected phones, moved to another state not telling us, or fell asleep behind the drum kit during a show, honest to God story, that would be like, I'm like, oh my God, we are totally living this Spinal Tap moment with our drummers. It's a parallel existence with Spinal Tap.
Oh, Jesus.
And that is a true story. Yeah.
Fell asleep behind the drum set.
Oh my God! In the middle of the song, like I it's just completely unbelievable. Like, how did you fall off your chair and fall asleep behind the drum kit?
Oh, geez.
So we're very grateful for our drummer now. He's a really good, solid guy, and he's right there with us. He's been our drummer for about a year and a half, and he's got it totally locked in, and we could not ask for more. So we're just hoping that a spontaneous combustion does not happen to Jason. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Well, the next song I want to play is Ride to Win. What can you tell us about that tune?
Well, Ride to Win, of course, is just, it's a song about the biker lifestyle, being on the bike, burning rubber, tearing it up, being a badass, if I can say that on the air, and just living the motorcycle life and participating in it, as an authentic person. So it's one of my favorite songs that we play. At every show, people always want to hear Ride to Win.
Cool. All right, addicts, check this out. This is Ride to Win from the Road Vikings. We'll be right back with Dan and Lisa.
Stop the
Bye-bye.
All right, addicts, check it out. We're back with Dan and Lisa from the Road Vikings. Lisa, how's it going?
It's going great, Billy. Ready for some more questions.
Sweet, sweet. Now, we were talking off air there about the internet and what a tool and what a positive thing it's been for bands. How has it helped the Road Vikings?
Well, as I was saying, it's just completely revolutionized, like, how we meet our fans, how we build our fan base for a show, how we reach out to other bands, how bands become known to us, and how we become known to them, how we know about great, cool internet radio stations and underground things like the Keep It Metal thing that you do, and the stuff all over the country and internationally. So without the internet, it would be almost impossible, if not completely impossible, to really know who's out there that likes your stuff, where the fans are, and really like how to direct your attention to the people that are going to listen. So it's been an absolutely invaluable tool, with some downsides, of course, but mostly pretty damn positive.
Right, right. Well, you know what we usually talk about is like you almost don't need that major record label deal with the internet nowadays. Not that a band wouldn't want one, but you almost don't need it.
I think there's a lot of truth to that. It's you can be a major player on the scene and take yourself really pretty far without a major label, with all the marketing tools that are available with the internet and everything that the internet that it offers. It does take a tremendous amount of time. If you are self-produced and self-promoting, it's really like a full-time job for like one of the band members. So it is time-intensive, but it can be done. And of course, having a big label behind you is always a great deal. It'll help since they offer more manpower. But conceivably, you can do it as a band, as a solo project, kind of doing your own thing, for sure.
Cool, cool. So now, Lisa, I guess this is a question for both you and Dan. What advice would you have for bands just starting out?
I'll answer this and I'll turn this over to Dan too. So bands first starting out just need to know that it's a whole, what they're doing as a whole package of entertainment. So they've got to have the image, they've got to have the attitude, you've got to have the really great, strong material, really, really good songs, and Dan will elaborate more on the musicianship that's required. You can't just be one thing or have one small piece of the entire pie. It's truly that kind of proverbial, you've got to have it all, particularly in this day of like of self-promoting and doing your own thing, and you've got to really, really pay attention to what's required by your genre. So, hard rockers and metalheads, like there's a certain thing that everybody wants to hear, and to keep it fresh and current, you've got to keep your pulse on what that is. And, play your songs, but always know kind of what's cool and new in metal, and respect that and kind of follow that. And I'm going to turn over to Dan to talk about the musicianship and how he thinks that that's often lacking. Here's Dan.
Oh my God.
Hey, Dan.
All right, now what is the question?
The question is, what advice would you have for bands just starting out?
Man, I'll tell you what. If you're a musician, it's good to be a good musician. And the way you do that is you get information from other players that might have things that you don't know. And you know what I do? I go to YouTube and get guitar lessons.
Cool, man.
Take lessons. Get lessons. Go to YouTube, get free lessons, and get better.
Cool, man. Well, now, while I got you on the line here, I got a couple questions. I asked Lisa. I'm going to ask you, man.
Yeah.
What would you say is the most Rockstar thing that's happened to you, brother?
It would probably have to be that Budokan experience because, that's the first time I got to play an arena, and it was sold out, and it was pretty surreal. the middle and the top tier. So I'm standing on stage, I got the mic in my hand, I hit a nice little scream, boom, and wow, it's just, you can hear it, shoot through the arena, you know what I'm saying?
Cool.
And then, at one point in time, I turned around, and I did not know that the top tier went the whole way around the arena, so there was a whole few thousand people behind me, behind the stage, looking down. You know what I mean?
Very
It
cool,
was
man.
pretty weird.
Cool,
Yeah,
man.
that's the biggest thing I ever did, you know what I mean? Over the years, I've been in other bands that have done things, you know, but right now my main focus is the Road Vikings, and it's more because the material that we're doing is more of a concept of my own. The other bands that I've been in were other people's concepts that I just kind of jumped on board for.
Cool, man, cool. So now, do you have any Spinal Tap moments you want to tell us about?
Yeah. I was in this band. We're opening up for Mr. Big. Remember Mr. Big?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a while back. It was Paul Gilbert and all that.
Right.
We're checking out. We opened up, and they announced us, and the band started to play, and then I was listening for my cue, because at the time was just a lead. I was just a lead singer. That's all I did. I didn't play the guitar. I just came out to grab the mic and went for it, right? So I run out at the on cue because there's an introduction. I get out to the front of the stage. I'm looking around. There's no microphone. There's no mic. I'm the singer, right? I'm looking for the microphone. Where's the mic, right? I'm looking everywhere. There's no microphone, right? So I'm standing, and then finally the song starts. It's into the song. I'm supposed to be singing, right? I'm thinking, holy shit! You know, we got a packed house. It's sold out, right? There's no mic. I'm just standing here. You know, it was ridiculous. I finally whipped the microphone off the guitar rig that they had on the guitar and started, hey, it was retarded.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. So now, are you guys on a label? Are you looking for one?
Yeah, you know what? We're looking for something. We're kind of looking at the New Century Media. They got a lot of really nice bands on that label. Yeah, I'd like to get onto that. And right now we got Demon Doll out of L.A. helping us.
Cool.
So they're helping us, sell some T-shirts and some CDs and stuff. Up to this point, it's all been self-produced, you know. We're doing it ourselves. I go out there, I work a 40-hour week, I take my whole paycheck, I hand it to Lisa, she cashes it, she goes and she buys herself some new clothes, she gets her hair done, she looks great. I'm standing there thinking, oh my God, I need to get a better job.
Oh, shit. So, man,
Now it makes more money.
what's the ultimate goal for the Road Vikings, man?
Well, just like any other rock band, you know, we want to tour arenas, man. I want to open up for Bon Jovi and smoke his ass, you know?
Cool,
You know what I'm saying? Every metal band wants to be great, you know, that's why they play metal.
Right,
You know?
right, man.
It takes a little bit of extra effort to do metal. To sing metal or to play the guitar, the drums, you know, it takes extra. You know, it's not just playing pop music, you know. It's not like, rap or something, you know. I mean, there's all these different styles of music out there that people have to choose from now. And metal seems to be coming, like underground, you know. It's not mainstream like it used to be, you know. Throughout the 70s and the 80s, and even into the 90s, you know. It was pretty big, but now it just seems to be really small or something.
Cool, man, cool. So now, here's a curveball question for you, man. Who's the biggest prankster in the band?
Biggest what?
The biggest prankster.
What's that?
The who plays the most pranks? Who plays the most jokes?
Oh, pranksters? Jeez, man. This band's pretty damn serious. Nobody's playing any jokes, but I'll tell you what. I'll tell you something, though. We got a person in the band cracking the damn whip. We got somebody who shows up and starts fucking beating the hell out of us with a stick. That'd be Lisa. Yeah, that's no joke. Hey, there's there's no jokes, man. You're gonna get beat. Joking around in this band. Lisa, she's calling the shots around here. She doesn't want any jokes. You want a joke, you go out to the street, buddy.
She's the slave driver, right?
Serious. She's serious. Right? But no, not with her.
Oh, brother. So, do you have any upcoming shows you want to talk about, man?
Nothing serious, nothing too major, but I'll tell you what we are trying to do. I got enough songs that we know them, we've been rehearsing them. We're going to do a second CD coming up here real soon. And then we're going to try to do a few more really good videos. And we got it all lined up. So that's what's next on the horizon.
Very cool, man. So now, where can the listeners find the Road Vikings?
Excuse me?
Where can the listeners find the Road Vikings?
Where? I'll tell you what. Let me turn that over to Lisa, because she's managing this project.
All right, man.
Hey, Billy, what's the question?
All right, Lisa, it's where can the listeners find the Road Vikings?
Okay, so of course we're on Facebook, and it would just be the Road Vikings on Facebook. We're also on Reverb Nation, so the Road Vikings on Reverb Nation, so you just dial that into your address bar. Those are the best places to see our absolutely fantastic new video edited by Owen Morris, the NorCal legend Owen Morris. That would be the Road Vikings Rock channel on YouTube. Okay, those three places would be the best. I update them all the time, and the freshest, most current material you're going to find.
Cool. So now, let's talk about you being a slave driver here. What's the scoop with that?
Oh, I am a slave driver. You bet. The musicians, like somebody has just got to be like herding the cats or herding the hamsters. So that task has fallen onto me. So we have fun, but we really do. All of us have jobs, and so the practice time that we have is really pretty sacred. And like when we're there, we just got to be like totally pedal to the metal and be on top of doing whatever it is that we need to do. Learn songs, get the vocals nailed, prepare for a show, this, that, or the other. So it's kind of it's a little bit of time that we have to like really get all the jobs done. So I do crack the whip. It's true.
All right. Well, I want to thank you and Dan for calling in tonight. It's been a pleasure. I had a lot of fun.
We enjoyed it tremendously. Love you, Billy. Love what you're doing, and it's for not people like you. The scene would really, really be struggling. So we thank you from the bottom of our hearts for keeping it metal, keeping the scene alive.
Thank you. Well, the last song I want to play is Iron Horse. What can you tell us about that song?
Excellent. Oh, great. So I would definitely direct people to the YouTube channel, which is the Road Vikings Rock, and our video is Iron Horse, our newest video. So that's just a really great, down and dirty, pedal to the metal, guts and glory motorcycle song about getting on the horse, getting on that iron horse, getting on the motorcycle, and riding off to meet your sweetheart. And it's just all about that. It's just a song of just 100% attitude. And we love playing that live, and just that always gets the fist pumping in the front row, and everybody loves it. It's a pretty simple song, but real hooky.
Very cool. Well, again, Lisa, I want to thank you, and you guys have a home here at Rock Addict Radio. Anytime you want to come back, say the word. We'll hook you up.
Oh, we'd love to. Love to, Billy. Love to come back.
All right, hang on 1 second. Check this out, listeners. Iron Horse from the Road Vikings. We'll be right back.